This is Key West Today, the Facebook page. For years I did a Key West Today radio show, and also I have a Key West Today book. So I'm going to start doing these once a day, telling you one of the 153 things you must do. So before I do all that, this time, right now, I'm just going to do a little introductory, like what's on the back of the book and in the front before we get into the countdown starting with 153. So here we go. It's Bucky's Key West Today, the very best 153 things you must do. Came out in 2017/2018. Most of these things are still underway, but we've had hurricanes and a pandemic, so things change. We've got a lot of new additions that if I rewrite one, we have to be more than 153 things. All right, so on the back of the book, it says Key West Today, the book. Sure, you've seen the sunset at Mallory Square. You've snorkeled the coral reef. You've watched the band at Sloppy Joe's and ridden the Contour train, but have you visited the Driftwood Castle? Gotten naked with the bartender at the rooftop Garden of Eden? Spent the night in an underwater hotel? Well, from the commonplace to the outrageous, let this book be your guide to the best of Key West. All right, then it goes on just a little bit. It says, board, check out the Key West Today on Facebook page, which is what you're listening to. Updated throughout the day for 10 years now. Well, now it's been 13. By author and artist, me, who compiled Key West events, attractions, tours, water activities, festivals, museums, advice, nature, and more for over, back then it was 30,000 avid online followers. Well, I'm up to 62,000. Twice the population of Key West. And now all this information has been packed into this one handy book, Key West Today, the very best 153 things you must do. This is the very best guidebook and checklist for anyone wanting to get the full Key West experience for both tourists and locals alike. So, play too. That's on the back of the book. You know, it's always got to be some kind of a hype advertising thing. All right, here it is at the sign that's End of the Rainbow, which is right over there on Whitehead Street. Dedicated to two Key West idea guys, David Sloan and Christopher Schultz, for writing the book I Should Have. Quit your job and move to Key West. Still, the best Key West book out there, in my opinion, because I can relate. I've done it twice, quit my job and moved to Key West. All right, the very little last thing I'll do as an introduction is just this one little pre-thing, and then that'll be it until I do number 153, which is mile marker 0, which I might still sit here and do right after I finish this little shenanigans. Here we go, introduction. Hi! Key West, Florida, magical place, a cross between the Island of Misfit Toys and Andy Griffith's Mayberry. This unique and quirky little tropical island requires no passport for American citizens. Once home to Indians, pirates, Spanish conquistadors, and mosquitoes, now it is home to the eccentric, the rich and the poor, the famous and infamous, the partiers, the artists and musicians, and the tourists here for a festival, and the locals, who have, for whatever reason, scratched a life for themselves here in this quaint little village, Key West. Average summer temperatures 85 degrees on a high. Average winter temperatures 75 degrees on a high. Home to wild roosters and chickens, sunbathing iguanas, six-toed cats, and year-round bikinis. Where the closest major city is Havana, Cuba, about 90 miles to the south, followed close behind by Miami, 150 miles way up north. Access to year-round water sports, festivals, the arts, and North America's only living coral barrier reef. So much to do, so much to see, so much to experience. Historic and friendly, diverse and laid back. First, 153 things doesn't come close to covering it and is by no means comprehensive. There could be 153 Key West restaurants or 153 art galleries, or 153 Fantasy Fest events, or 153 birds to watch for. It's not comprehensive, but it's a good start. Good, the sun went behind a cloud. I can see out my left eye now. Now, next, it's all subject to change. Things come and go all the time down here. Duck tours, Fast Buck Freddy's, Bob Dive, the Ocean Jetpacks, Pelican Poop, Ben Franklin stores, they're all gone. So I'll update with each new edition. This one, as far as I know, is up to date. was in 2017. It's not a countdown necessarily. The numerical significance of each event, activity, and restaurant is not in any particular order until I just about got to the end. The last 15 or so are some of the most significant. Then it's kind of a countdown. All right, lastly, I'm no expert. I've lived here off and on for 23 years. Once anyone has lived in Key West for 2 months, they consider themselves an honorary tour guide for every other visitor that comes visit. Well, that's me. Have you done everything listed in this book? I've provided little boxes for you to check off. Now let's see how well you've experienced Key West. All right, that's about it. I'll start off, that's just all the introductory stuff. Now what I also did at the beginning, there's a table of contents. Look at all those things. See, it's even got wider than that. It's a pain in the butt to write a table of contents. All right, we're going to get to the number one thing shortly thereafter, and I might do 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, but I just want to do that introductory thing. Have a great day. Hi from Key West.